Have you guys wondered which character could get their very own chapter in the future? Well, in this video, I will tell you guys which characters I want to see get their own chapters. Grab a snack and a drink, prepare to watch this video. Anyways, the first character I want to see get their own chapter is Doggy. Doggy got the short end of the stick in Piggy. He was only in 3 chapters until he was infected by Pony when he forced him to drink the cure while he was sleeping. And let's be honest with each other, Doggy is the most important character in Piggy. He was loyal to us, the detective, from the alleys to the forest as he was resisting the urge of killing us. If the useless rabbit is getting her very own chapter, then why not Doggy? The chapter could take place in a distorted version of the forest, as that was the last place he was at. As Doggy explores the forest, new areas are open. From the hidden room in the cave to hole in the ground where Umbra will crawl around. In this distorted forest, Doggy will be chased around by a hound. To be more specific, a wolf in sheep's clothing. As this hound represents 2 characters, Willow, the silver paw leader, which she kind of caused his death, and Sheepy, the bot of forest. This hound, just like the other insolent creatures, will have an ability, in this case, a howl, to search for Doggy. At the end, when he escapes, Tio will appear and give him the same offer as Zizzy and Bunny, but he declines. After that, the cutscene cuts back to the forest ending, where we left off in the forest ending as the detective. And right before Sheepy hits the detective, Doggy with his little control, he has stopped Sheepy with his axe. After that, the player leaves behind Doggy as we can see a short glimpse of Doggy tearing up as he basically lost his friend when he turned infected. Another character I wish to see get their own chapter is Foxy. We seriously don't know anything about Foxy besides him being in TSP, and Willow locked him up in the carnival cage for some reason. So in his chapter we could explore a new area which is a part of city or gallery. In this area we were searching for loot such as food and weapons, with the help of 2 NPCs, Willow and Rash. In the ending of this chapter, you and Rash were swarmed by infected. Rash tried betraying Foxy, but Foxy managed to push Rash towards the infected, getting him infected. After that event, Willow realized what Foxy has done and betrayed him by getting him infected while also trapping him in the cage, letting him rot inside. Now, hear me out, it would be interesting to see a CFC for Torture. We could learn more about Torture's identity, which is pretty unknown to us since we can't see his face. In Torture's chapter, we could explore who he is while collecting his equipment to burn the hordes of infected. But at the end, we know what happened to Torture. He ends up getting infected. Also, the bot that will chase Torture is a new character, which is based off of gorillas, and he will be called the General. William really does need to have his own chapter, so we could see what he was up to when left Willow to find Daisy. However, we won't be in William's perspective. We will actually play as a character we know of, but we haven't seen yet Leo. In this chapter, as Leo, we will wander around an abandoned building where we find a robot similar to Robbie that went haywire. At the end, we manage to shut off the machine and we can hear someone whimpering, and that someone is William. Another character we don't know much about is Delta. Similar to Torture, we will find out who Delta is and their distorted version of the camp as the voices slowing succumbing to them. Delta's goal in this chapter is to find his equipment, such as his bazooka. The creatures that are following Delta is actually his teammates, as he sees them as illusions because, at the end, he becomes one with the voices and chases his teammates while the swarm of infected appear. I know that the endings for these small ideas I have for these chapters are pretty mediocre, and maybe in the future, if I decide to make a part 2 for this video, I will come up with better ideas. Anyways, have a great day and good night, guys.